back to Notruf 112. So we are responding in one of the TLF units to a small fire. So we're just going to slide down the pole. And I'm not sure where our compatriot is. He'll be coming at some point, unless he's already in the motor. Where the dickens is he? Ah, here he comes. Here he comes. Okay, so we've got a small fire on an unreported location. It's just a TLF that is responding. So blue light's on. Let's go find us fire. So as ever, the game is still misbehaving frame rates wise when we're near the station. I think the inclusion of pedestrians doesn't help. I was going to turn it down and I forgot to do so, so we'll just put up with it. They do have a bad habit of walking in the middle of the road, but hopefully that won't appear today. So we're inside the appliance. I can't see any signs of fire quite yet, though we don't know where it is. There looks reasonably. Oh no, there it is. We can spy it. We can spy it. Okay. So let's get out and start putting out the fire then. Okay. So despite it being well off the road, we have to get the road closed off, because that's just how Notruf rolls for some wacky reason. Anyway, so we'll just plonk the beacons down. Nope. We don't believe in no shortcuts. So we're going to pull out the device compartment and grab a respirator. And then it's going to be using the quick deploy hose. So the machinist is going to monitor the pump leveling and things, and we I'm going to use this. So it's a park bench. Oh shit. We knocked over the other one. Yeah, that's fine. Not much water, it didn't take all that much time, and that's fine and dandy. So we'll get that put back into the appliance in such a fashion. We'll get the respirator put away. And we'll come and get the lights. Well, it won't let me pick up the lights. Oh, there we go. Right, okay, fine. And that's us. First call of the day done. Right, okay, we've got the second call. So we've basically got somewhere that is ever so slightly flooded and that requires us to unflood it, I guess. So we're responding in the KEF unit, which is a minor emergencies response vehicle type thing, and I figure we drive for a change. Why not? Why not? So we'll engine and blue light. So I usually comment that we don't, you don't normally, let's just wind that on a second. Yeah, I wouldn't expect to normally blue light to something like minor flooding. Like major flooding, sure, I can understand it, but yeah, not minor flooding. Right, so where are we going? We're through here. It's green light. Oh, it's a red light now, but that's fine. It only just changed. Ooh. So the inclusion of people is interesting, but I'm not sure if that it really helps the frame rates, which is a wee bit of a pain in the rear end. Okay. So this is the problem with using keyboard and mouse. Good grief, this is quite far away, is it not? This is a European roundabout, so you can't take this the proper way, you've got to take it the right way. Ah, the police are here. Okay, great. Megaphone. Right, okay. So, actually, I tell you what, we best park it on the roadside. Just in case we accidentally park over the curbstone area. The road's closed anyway, so it doesn't actually matter. So we're actually going to change dude to F2. So we're going to go do this. So we've actually got some stuff to do. So one thing that you did notice that it's pretty cool is that you can actually switch off elements of the AI now, so that there's oh god, please tell me I'm not stuck. No, right, okay, I'm not. Actually, I might still be. Right, okay, here we go. Yeah, you can actually switch off elements of the AI so that you have more stuff to do, which is quite interesting. So, I might try that if we get a big call. We'll just go ahead and see. So speaking of C, we've got the C hose, so if we just vomit that down, unwind it. Okay. You are going in the pump. So it's quite a wee bit of flooding that we've got here. So there's no need for connecting up to the battery, because apparently the Germans have magic engineering, as you probably would expect them to. Speaking of magic engineering, I like floating plants and floating roads and the see-through building. Not stellar, but in an open world game that has not been planned to a great deal, it's not to be expected. So like somewhere like GTA 5, everything is all just, you know, very nice and neatly choreographed. That doesn't quite happen. Right, okay, let's get that. Oh, no. That's not what we wanted. So here we go. Right, fine. So now we can pop this down. Okay. So wind the hose, pick up the hose. And so that's going to be that. So now we're just going to head back to base. The police are going to head away home, and we'll see what the next call out is. Right, okay. So we've got a new call, which is a road traffic collision with a person trapped inside the vehicle. So the engine is responding along with an ambulance and a doctor. And in order to test it out, as we were just talking about, I have now I've turned down the AI. Are we good to go? Yeah, we're good to go. I've turned down the AI so that we're well, see what it does, I guess. So I'm not actually all too sure where we're going. I'll tell you what, it's starting to get on. Ooh. I really need to get the mouse back in. So we'll put. It's starting to get quite dim. So we'll put the dip lights on just a little bit. Where we're going straight ahead. So that's fine. Give way ahead, so we'll get the siren back on. Okay, here's a collision. Oh. Ran over the light. Okay, so now we're going to see what the basic AI actually does. So there's 3 different settings. There is core. What is it? No, there's full, core, and basic. Full is obviously they do everything. I don't know what core is, and I don't know what basic is, but they're on basic just now, and we're gonna find out. So as soon as the NEF gets parked up, we're gonna go ahead and do this. So I would expect everyone to kind of stand around. No? I mean, they still look like they're doing the full set of things. So they want the light mask put up. Okay. Light up the area. So how do we put the lights on? X. Oh no, okay. So it's on, it's right direction, that's fine. Okay. So how do we leave the interaction? There we are. Right, okay. Well, I suppose if you dumb down the AI, there are going to be a few little problems. F2. So now, so we've now got exclamation marks that tells you that there's people still supposed to be doing stuff. So we'll go to F3, who is getting the hydraulic spreaders. Actually, no, we won't. F1, F2, F4. So we'll grab the rapid attack hose. So we're basically just getting everybody set up just in case the car does catch fire again, which has never happened, and I don't know that it does happen, so we'll just keep him out the way. F1, F2, F5 is the dude who's walking around in circles, so we'll leave the interaction. Similarly, he's to get a fire hose, so we'll pick up the ABC fire extinguisher. So we'll go over and cover the engine should anything untowards happen, and now that leaves us in a position. Oh no, what's F4? Right, fine. So, right. So yeah, so we've got all this to do by ourselves. So we've positioned these guys. Those guys are having a nice little chat. We're going to spread apart the engine to open up the bonnet, which is fine. And that is then going to, so if we change to F2, we're going to need to get the side cutters, which we can get from here. Okay, so we'll secure the battery in the vehicle. So that's that done. Now we're to get the wheel chocks. Yeah, I'm not too sure I like this. It does mean you're guaranteed to be doing stuff, but it's also quite irritating having to do it all yourself. So that's one wheel chock. I do know that the other person's to get the other wheel chock. I don't see any point in us not doing that, I guess. Do the wheel chock. Right, okay, so that's the Halligan tool, which I've gone to the complete wrong side for. Yeah. Right, okay, got the Halligan tool, and we're basically just going to secure the doors. Okay. Do I not have to do the same with this at some point? No, apparently not. Right, okay, fine. So we've to put this down, and we've got to get the hydraulic spreaders, which are here. Okay, so effectively now what we're doing is just getting... Oh, wheels fell off. So we're just opening the door so the paramedics can begin treatment. So we've got a gap in the door, and now we're just going to pull the door off its hinge. I'm just going to swap to the other person, so F2, F3. Okay. Yeah, right, okay, so actually it is starting to break down just a little bit. Okay, yeah, right, fine. So this is kind of starting to break down quite a bit. So in that case, what we'll do is I'll stay as F2 for the moment, because that's basically what I've been told to do. So we'll pick up these, only to discover that we can't at the moment. Yeah, I mean, I can understand what they're trying to do. I just don't think it's kind of... No, I don't think the game lends itself all too well to one person having to do everything. If it was just like a button that you could press to quickly change to the person who's got something to do, but then... What? Oh, for God's sake. Right, okay, hang on. F1, F2, F3. Okay, so it's a Halligan tool again, which we can't pick up. still can't pick up. Here we go. Right, fine. Okay, so Halligan till we're going to Halligan to the car apart. And then F1, F2, F2. So you're going to. So we're going to do the same. So the paramedics now have access to treat the delightful chap. But now we need to start getting ready to actually recover him from the vehicle. Okay, fine. So let's do this. Go and just behave. Right, okay, here we go. So we've got the cutters. So the primary difference between them is one of them goes out the way, the other one comes in the way. Excellent, so we're done. Okay, so that means the paramedics can come do that. So we're going to change to you with the Halligan tool. So the paramedics are going to come and put a protective coating on dearest chap there. And as soon as that is done, we can start tanning in the windies. Boop. No smashing noise. Boop. Smashy. Oh, there's a tan in the windscreen. There we go. Right, windscreen's tan, so right, okay, fine. So we're now on hydraulic cutter. So we're now going to begin the process of cutting off the roof. Which, okay, so we'll just do it in order so as not to upset the game, because the game is a fickle thing. Wait, what? What happened to the dude's blanket? Okay, so that's a little bit work. Okay. I'm beginning to wonder if the game has actually just had a little, you know, brain accident to itself. Oh, good grief. So the traffic is queuing up all the way down there. Okay, so get the last pillar off. So the roof is off. Perfect. So that's going to let them get the glass sheet off. Get the person out. At some point. So then it's just going to be a case of putting down some oil binding agent, I do indeed believe. Where's our oil binder? It's in this one, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay, so we'll put down the binding agent. So this is then going to be quite a lot of hassle to clean up that I really can't be bothered to do. So I might, as soon as we're done putting some binding agent down, I might take a quick break in order to reset the game. So like I say, that's kind of how I'm feeling about this. I can understand why people would want to use it to kind of do everything. I think it does take something away from the game, immersion wise, having to do absolutely everything, which I am not a great fan of. So, oh no, well they do put it away, so that's actually quite helpful. That's nice. So they've basically put some forethought into the fact that it is going to be an utter pain in the trombone. No, put away. Right. Right. F1, F2, F3. Drop the Halligan tool on the ground. Take binding. So do I have to do this twice? Is it possible to do this twice? Yeah. No, it's not. Right. Okay. So stow it away, and that's us. Okay. Okay, great. So I think that's then going to be us heading back to. Oh, actually, one thing. No. Okay, so you can't respond as the captain. I was reading somewhere that they were planning on adding the ability to respond as like the captains, but so far that's not kind of been added in game yet. Anyway, let us now. So we're going to head back to station. Let's just Yeah, there we go. So the light mast is down, and it's going to be time to head back to base. I think we've got time for one more call after this, and then we'll see where it goes. Right, okay, I was hoping for something large to end our shift in Notruf 112, but in fact, we've got a call that we've never had before, and this is the there's a tree that, oh, we're in the wrong part of the base. There's a tree that needs felled, so we are going to go fell it. Oh, we've gone the wrong way again. We're not having a very good shift of this. So we're responding in the KEF. I'm supposed to be the driver if I can find the bloody thing. So we're gonna pop on through. Yes, we can. Okay, great. Oh no, we're not driving. We're just a passenger. And we've opened the site. We're really not having a good time with this. Okay, fine. So we are going to be driven to whatever this emergency is. So I'm thinking it's either going to be a dangerous tree that's overhanging and needs to be brought down, or it's already come down and it needs being cleared off the road. So anyway, the KEF unit is off ski. Wait, I forget, is the KEF unit one of the ones that you can see? The GPS? No, okay. Let's F1. There we go. Right, okay. So we're on the way to the set. Excellent. Whoa, 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 whoa. This wasn't a straight ahead lane. Straight ahead through the green lights. So, like I say, I don't know what the policy. There's no way at 5 o'clock in the morning there's this many people in the streets. I think they need to curb that one. Yeah, I don't know what the policy is in Germany or Europe wide of not using sirens when it's quiet. This is quite nice. Bulllight run we've got going on here. Yeah, let's see if we can drift. So we're sitting at 100 kilometers an hour. Oh, here we're at the tree. We're at the tree. Okay. Fine. Ooh, okay. Oh, wait, what? Okay. Right, so let's get it. So as morning breaks here, well, I think we're well outside Malheim and the Ruhr now. We're just actually going to go to F7, F2 because I want to do this. So we need to make sure that the road is safe and secured first, which is going to be a problem because the game is misbehaving. So we've got the KEF parked up on blues, so hopefully nobody that's driving along here will see us. So let's get these put down. Excellent. So this is something the machinist could be helping with. I'm not quite sure why he's just standing there picking his nose. So we've got the traffic cones. Okay. So once we get these down, the road is going to be fully and properly secured, which is ideal. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's not what we want. Go away, go away. Information, go away. So we've picked up a chainsaw mask, but I don't. I would have rather. I don't know how we get it off. Because so there is a chainsaw mask in there. There we go. Okay, right, fine. So now if we pick up the chainsaw mask properly. Oh no, it's back. Wait, what? What? Okay. I don't think this is something you're technically supposed to take off. Again, I prefer that little extra realism step of putting on the chainsaw mask, but apparently the game has other ideas. Anyway, so we've got the chainsaw, and we basically just need to cut it up in order to get the bits off the road. So we're going to vroom our way through that, and vroom our way through this. Boop. Okay. So we get to use the receptacle for once. So let's just put the chainsaw back. And so we've got to pick up the receptacle and plonk it over here. So we are effectively... Oh, shovel. Okay, so we're scooping up the sawdust that's come out, which is a good point, because I mean, it's like when you drive over gravel. If you try and brake, then if you've got a loose surface, then you're braking on the loose stuff and not the road surface. So it's just going to move, and you're not actually going to be able to brake. So yes, so we'll get all this scooped on in. Cool little effect. We've got another pile. Okay, so we've got to pick up the second pile, plonk it on in. So the machinist is going to move the branches. We're going to go and help. So we'll just plonk these at the side of the road in such a fashion. And that'll be it. The road is now clear. Perfect. So machinist is getting the cones. We're going to get the look at the. Do we all have green bricks, or are these just stuff especially for cutting? No. Okay, so it's just the old graphic showing there's a little bit of sawdust still in the ground, but nothing to be concerned with. So if I now, how does one place? Oh, it's just do F1, F6, no, boy. F1, F7, F1. There we go. And that's it. Perfect. Alright, so this is now sorted. So it's a very long way back to the fire station, but now it is well and truly morning time here in Mulheim an der Ruhr. I always wonder how far this map actually goes. Maybe one day we'll find out. But for just now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching this episode of Notruf 112, and I'll see you next time. Bye!